A couple of months ago, the MTG Goldfish Commander podcast released a video on the crew's bucket list. Each of the crew talked about things they'd like to accomplish one day in a game of Commander. One of the items on Tomer's bucket list was winning a game via 9 lives and Fractured Identity, along with a card that would destroy those enchantments at instant speed. I thought that sounded like a lot of fun, but the card I wanted to give all my opponents was instead a Furnace of Wrath. And then kill them with Timmys. For those who aren't Magic boomers, Tim, or Timmy, is the nickname for Prodigal Sorcerer, a card that dates all the way back to Alpha. He's named Tim because of his resemblance to John Cleese's character, Tim the Enchanter, from Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. Tim is a 3-mana human wizard with tap, deal 1 damage to any target. And early on in Magic, there were 2 more effective reprints, Zurin Spellcaster and Rootwater Hunter, affectionately nicknamed Jim and Slim. So the goal of our deck is to put 3 copies of Furnace of Wrath on the board via Fractured Identity, and then each of our Tims will deal 8 damage to any target. Let me start out by saying this is not going to be a strong deck. This is going to be a silly deck that will occasionally win games, but is more played for laughs than to win. I have plenty of powerful decks, so I've been wanting more silly decks in order to goof around with. With that in mind, we want our deck to do the thing occasionally, so we'll be following our usual checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card. So we know the strategy for our deck, but what problems are we going to face? We need to be able to find our combo, so tutors are a must. We are in Jeskai, and Jeskai has the least amount of options when it comes to commanders. We also want damage doubling effects and creatures that ping any target. Finally, those creatures who ping any target are not only small, they're a key part of our strategy, so we won't be able to chump block with them. Which is why I chose Pramicon as our commander. Pramicon Sky Rampart is a 3-mana 1/5 flying wall with Defender. When it enters the battlefield, choose left or right. Each player may attack only the nearest opponent in the chosen direction, and planeswalkers controlled by that opponent. So with Pramicon, we can choose which direction players attack, which means when my wife breaks out her Lathliss or Gishath deck, I can point her at someone else. At least so long as Pramicon is on the battlefield. So the key combo in this deck is Furnace of Wrath with Fractured Identity. However, we're also running Dictate of the Twin Gods as an option to Furnace of Wrath, as well as Angrath's Marauders, Fiery Emancipation, Gratuitous Violence, and Insult Injury as backup options. To find our combo, we're running Solve the Equation, Idyllic Tutor, Moonblessed Cleric, Plea for Guidance, and Wild Research. And just in case we accidentally pitch the card we want to the graveyard with Wild Research, we're also running a copy of Underworld Breach. For additional card advantage, we're running Windfall, Wheel of Misfortune, and Whirlwind of Thought, combined with a Commit Memory, which also serves as our first piece of graveyard hate. To help protect our combo, we're running Dovin's Veto, Negate, and Counterspell. Abrade, Disenchant, Generous Gift, and Chaos Warp help get rid of annoying permanents, while Eerie Interlude and Boros Charm help protect our board. Finally, Blasphemous Act and Hour of Revelation can help to reset the board if things get out of hand. For our creatures, we're running Razorfin Hunter, Apprentice Sorcerer, Capricious Sorcerer, Cunning Spark Mage, G-Electrode, Prodigal Pyromancer, Prodigal Sorcerer, Rootwater Hunter, Samite Archer, Sequata Firewalker, Thornwind Fairies, Vithian Stinger, Volshock Sorcerer, Zurin Spellcaster, Fledgling Mawcore, Frostwielder, Viashano Fangtail, and Mawcore. Finally, we're running all 3 Izzet incarnations of Niv Mizzet, Draco Genius, the Firemind, and Perun. Not only do all 3 help with card draw, they are all excellent pingers. To help cast our spells, we're running Sol Ring, Mind Stone, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, the 3 Diamonds, 3 Guild Signets, and 3 Talismans. For lands, we're running Scavenger Grounds as our second piece of graveyard hate, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Mystic Monastery, Rogran Triome, the typed Snow Duels, Check Lands, Shock Lands, Bond Lands, the new Innistrad Slow Lands, 6 Islands, 8 Mountains, and 3 Plains. So how does our deck stack up to our checklist? 50 mana sources, 37 lands, and 13 pieces of ramp, right on target. 9 pieces of card advantage. A little light, but we also have 5 tutors. 8 pieces of spot removal, 2 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. So our deck checks all the boxes. It won't be a very strong deck, but that's okay. I'm excited to build this and play it at my LGS. Thanks for tuning in. I was excited to talk about this idea and share it with you all. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. Please like and subscribe for more content. I post new Commander videos every Monday, or you can click here for more Commander content. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.